had to. I had to. Look, I even put a hat on. I'm ready for the Caribbean. Yes. Wait. I can't do this. I can't do it. This week I did a couple of videos and I was like, oh, your lips are ashy. It's that time of the year, guys. Welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. If you follow me on my TikTok, right, TikTok, we had a really good time laughing with each other. Again, guys, if you're not following me on all platforms, you're missing out on exclusives that I'm bringing to certain platforms. Follow me on my TikTok. I know you might not be into TikTok, but get into it. Okay, get into it. We had a really great time earlier today. I know there's other news going on. Shout out to Tamar. Shout out to Portia. I'll get to that. But I also posted 2 new videos, one talking about Jessica Simpson and how she just bought back her billion-dollar company. Worth a watch. Be sure to check that out. Also, what's going on at The View? They're receiving a lot of backlash. So be sure to check out those videos if you missed them already today. This is our Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip recap. Yes. Episodes 2 and 3, by popular demand, you all said we have to talk about all 3 episodes. Just an update. You can watch all 3 episodes on the Peacock app. The first episode is free. If you upgrade to their $4.99 premium, you can watch episodes 2 and 3. If you have Comcast Xfinity, then you can watch all 3 episodes for free because, of course, NBC Universal owns it, okay? Or Comcast owns NBC Universal, whatever. You can watch it for free there. Or you could, we had a really great time talking about this, watching this together. There's a lot to uncover. You will have an opportunity to call in and share your thoughts, okay? Before we get there, of course, let me sip. Yeah, yes, Miss Kiki. Let me sip from my coldest water bottle too. Shout out to the sponsors that are coming to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel and our TikTok. Shout out to them because some people that I can be proud to talk about, I'm excited to collaborate with. Stay tuned, but this is definitely one of them. Get your coldest water bottle. The holidays are right around the corner. It's a great quality gift that works, okay? And you can get it really quickly. Use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off. Matthew says, I got my orange coldest water bottle today. Congrats, Matthew, and thank you for supporting what we're doing here. Really appreciate everyone's support. Libra, we will be doing more. Every Sunday we watch something with each other. So follow me there, turn your notifications on, all that good stuff. Let's get into this recap because there's so much to unpack. I'm so critical of Andy Cohen, and technically this has nothing to do with Andy Cohen. Because this is produced by Shed Media. Yes, it's his franchise, but this is a different production company that's handling this. Shed Media is producing this. This is exclusively on Peacock right now. I'm hearing rumors that it's going to come to Bravo, though, at some point. It has to, because it's so good. I haven't been this excited about a franchise. No, not franchise. I don't know what we would. I guess this falls under the franchise. I haven't been excited about the Real Housewives as much as I am with this one. It's good, y'all. I like the new things that they're doing with it. We don't have taglines. We just have an intro. Not this. This is not the intro, but you can imagine. Okay, you can imagine. See, and so many of you have said, people are saying, so good. It's great. I did enjoy all 3 episodes. I believe we're probably going to get 8 to 10 episodes. I'm hoping 10, but I think it's more around 8. I think we're going to get a lot of episodes in season 2, though, because they were supposed to be there for 8 days. They ended up being there for 2 weeks. The Berkshires, season 2, Dorinda's house. I'm already excited. I'm excited. I'm a straight shooter. If I didn't like it, I would tell you. I literally watched it more than once, and I probably will watch it again because it's so good. Can we just jump right in? If you missed yesterday's recap of episode 1, be sure to check that out. I'm not going to delve into episode 1 because we have already a lot to talk about in regards to episodes 2 and 3. Okay, we're talking about the Real Housewives All-Stars, aka Ultimate Girls Trip. Excuse me, y'all. I feel like I have something in my throat. Okay. Savvy says Kenya cannot be trusted, period. It's funny how when I'm on TikTok, you guys feel one way, and when I come to YouTube, the community here feels another way. But we're going to talk about it. Let's first talk about Luann and the married man. Luann and the married man. Michael. Michael is amazing. But we have to remember, Michael is doing his job. It's Michael's job to play up and even flirt with the women that are there. And as I said to you yesterday, Luann has, she's never been one not to flirt with a man, even if he's married, allegedly. Especially on a girl's trip. Luann always gets herself in some trouble, even when she's in a relationship. But we're going to lay off of Luann. But I do like seeing her flirt with this married man. I'm sorry. But I get what Michael's doing. Michael also leans into it. When Michael started talking French, I was like, okay. I'm sure Michael has had every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Luann flirt with him. I'm sure if gay, like I said, a group of gay guys went there, they would flirt with him and he would play along as well. I'm just saying, Michael knows. Michael's one of like those bartenders. They'll flirt back with you even though they're not interested, but they know they want to get a tip. I know they're not going to get a tip from Luann, but you might get something else. RR says, this is the first time that I ever liked Luann. Luann's always great on a girl's trip. If you look back at some of the old trips, Luann's always fun on a girl's trip. I know yesterday I said one thing, but after watching episode 2 and 3, I'm like, I'm glad Luann came. I still would have loved Ramona. I'm not Ramona. Sonia. Even Sonia and Luann would have been fun, to be honest with you. And then I know you're probably thinking, no, but Sonia would have gotten along with everyone. No, Sonia, every once in a while, you flip and you're like, why is she mad at this person? Hold on, y'all. Let me turn on my fan and a little light. Ooh, there we go. So you gotta light the. It's all about lighting, y'all. It's all about lighting. Okay. So we'll get back to Luann. I know a lot of you do not like Ramona. Again, rumor on the street is the reason why they didn't have their own reunion was because Ramona was going to be in this Ultimate Girls Trip. They didn't want to jeopardize this Girls Trip show. But Ramona still is being Ramona, fighting over rooms. Everything has to be about Ramona. Why? See, this is why the producers are so fantastic. The whole fact that Ramona was like, I need my 40 minutes of tennis. Homegirl was 20 minutes late for tennis. She couldn't find the tennis court. Then she's like, oh, I need to get my racket. And I love the countdown, like she's 20 minutes late. But Ramona's like, I need my 40 minutes. If you wanted it, you should have booked it. She didn't want to share with the other ladies. The other ladies like, come on, we all want to play tennis. We will get to Cynthia and her Pisces self. We will get to Cynthia. But I did enjoy the conversation that Cynthia and Teresa had. Teresa's so likable. I know Teresa's had her moments in New Jersey, but on this series, she's so likable. Her share, first of all, Teresa, if you bring up, I wrote 6 books. I'm a 4 times New York Times best-selling author. I had to count. She said it at least 3 times. We get it, Teresa. You and your ghostwriter are 4 times. I love Teresa, though. I love the conversation that she had with Cynthia. I thought it was a heartfelt conversation. And they're reminding us of all the things that these ladies have gone through over the years, including Teresa being separated from her family, going to jail because of her husband, missing out on some precious time with her mom. When she came back, her mom died. And then Joe went to jail. Then Joe never came home. He got deported. So they're telling everyone's stories in such a great, fluid way. It doesn't feel rushed. It feels very fluid on how they're doing this show. And I'm like, wow, it's making sense. And I'm loving the one-on-ones with the different housewives from different cities. And I'm glad that these ladies aren't sort of linking up with just the people from their city. You know what I'm saying? Design, thank you so much for the super chat. Shimmy! Since we're on the beach, shimmy. Cynthia was acting like a clingy friend over Kenya. We're gonna get there. Thank you so much for the super chat. She was. And we're gonna break it all down. We've got to talk about the Bailey Q. All right. So speaking of Teresa then has a conversation because you remember in the first episode, Ramona, before she even met up with the ladies, told Kyle, "Oh, I always thought Teresa was sort of like the scarecrow without a brain." So that, of course, that information comes back to Teresa, but they end up bonding because they both were buyers at Macy's. And some of you didn't realize that Teresa used to be a buyer. Yeah, long before she had her kids, she was a buyer at Macy's. It's very like a small little note that I don't remember what season they mention it, but I know I knew of it. And we, of course, knew that of Ramona. So they bond over that. So she's like, I knew you were a smart girl. Oh, because we should bow down the fact that Ramona thinks that we're smart. Ramona barely knows how to use words. Is it reggae? No, I'm saying it correctly. I forgot how she said it. And then what did she say? Third world two, or two world. I was like, girl, I can't with Ramona. Hold on. Oh, again, another interesting moment with Luann. Luann opens up about dating now after, dating Tom. We remember the Tom saga. If you are a Real Housewife, you cannot be a Real Housewives fan watching the show. You have to be a fan because only you will know all these different stories. I think you can watch it regardless and then be introduced to these characters because they do give you the behind the scenes of what happened and they show flashbacks. But it helps to really know the show and all the stories. But Luann talks about dating now and how people will Google her and sort of like write her off. And we all know Luann loves to get around and date and do all the kinds of stuff. But Luann does like to be in a relationship. Luann loves to have a man. Okay. Then, of course, the Tom conversation comes up, and Ramona's like, I gotta go downstairs. I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta get a drink. I'm hungry. I'm fam. She's like, I heard this story before. No, it was Ramona running away because she knew she would probably come up in the story. So she comes back up and she mentions, people thought that I dated Tom and this and that. And then Luann's like, this is not about you, Ramona. Kenya was chiming in. This is not about you, Ramona. But of course, Ramona makes it about her. Ramona says that she's triggered. Luann then gets triggered by her saying that she's triggered. Luann's like, I was married to this man. Luann, calm down. You were married to him for less than a year. You were dating him less than a year when you got engaged. Calm down. Luann, though, if you watch the season, then you understand that Luann really made a big deal of this relationship. Anytime that Sonia brought up Tom or Ramona brought up Tom, she felt like they couldn't bring him up. Like all of them didn't date him. It was very incestuous. Okay, I gotta take this hat off, y'all. I gotta take this hat. I'm getting a little hot. Let me take that off. Woo! I was trying to be in the moment. I was trying to give y'all a little Caribbean vibes. I'll put it back here. I'll put it on top of the crown. There we go. Exactly. Matthew says she married the Count after 2 weeks and it lasted 17 years or something. Yeah, that's true. But I can understand being in her feelings about that relationship more than she was with Tom. But she's a hopeless romantic, Luann. We get it. But we're not gonna stay too long on that. On the boat, so all the ladies are hosting a day. Okay, so in episode 2, Cynthia hosts something, Luann hosts something. So they're on the boat, the yacht. And of course, the conversation, they all have their own separate little conversations. Ramona and Teresa had their own conversation. Then Cynthia, as I said to you before, Cynthia had a conversation with Teresa, but then on the boat, she has a conversation with Kyle, and they talk about their relationships. Rewinding back, you remember I did a story that Mike Hill allegedly was sending, eggplant pics to a woman on Snapchat. So it's so interesting when she talks about how women are in Mike Hill's DMs trying to get with him. Of course, Kyle brings up her relationship she's been with Mauricio for a very long time, but she says, we still have those moments of insecurity, and we learn about Kyle's insecurity a lot in this episode, or these episodes, I should say. And I can appreciate that about Kyle, because Kyle, a lot of times we feel like she's forever the producer, but I feel like she really is being vulnerable here, sharing her own insecurities about her body, her eating issues, and things like that. So I thought that was interesting that was coming up. I didn't expect that to come up so soon. So they talk about that and talk about girls being in their DMs, and we know you girls be in these married men DMs, Luann. But it doesn't last long between Kyle and Cynthia. I did not see this coming, but fast forward to the Bailey Q. If you watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta, then you know the Bailey Q is popular. It's a popular thing that they did. Unfortunately, we won't be doing them anymore because she's not coming back to Atlanta. Cynthia, that is. But she says, you know what? I'm going to host a night. We're going to call it the Bailey Q. It's a time when people are able to be shady. They give out prizes, all kinds of stuff. We loved it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, I don't know about love. Loved it. It's kind of strong, but it was cute. All right, it was cute. So they host the Bailey Q. The ladies have to dress in red or be red. Everyone looked fabulous. Cynthia and Kenya had glam, which I thought was interesting. Kyle probably has the most money, and she never brings glam. And you know how Kyle feels. If you watch Beverly Hills, then you know how Kyle feels about people bringing glam. Hello, Dorit. So, of course, Kenya is getting glam. She has two people doing glam. Apparently, they were late, which made Kenya late. She was like over an hour late to the Bailey Q. So Cynthia was already annoyed by that. And when Kenya comes in, Kenya doesn't come in and apologize at all. She comes in, she's already got a plate of food. None of the ladies have eaten yet. Mind you, they've been waiting an hour. Cynthia is explaining what the Bailey Q involves, this game. Even when she's explaining the game before Kenya even comes, Kyle says that she's uncomfortable with picking who's the prettiest. And we get it. These are high school games, but it's for fun. But we already know Kyle always ruining someone's fun. And Cynthia did not expect it. Remember, Cynthia's a Pisces. Shout out to the Pisces. She's very sensitive. She's very sensitive. She's very, very, very sensitive. So the fact that Kyle was already questioning her game, I think it really shook Cynthia. It's like, oh, so my entire Bailey Q is ruined, because the Bailey Q is not really about the food. It's about the games and the shade. And in Atlanta, that's what they do. They have fun, they shade. So Kenya comes in. Kenya's like, she got a plate of food. All these ladies are hungry. She's got a low blood sugar. So the next time I tell you guys that I'm hungry, I'm just going to say, I got low blood sugar. I got low blood sugar. I gotta go. And I feel it running low. I feel it running low. So she comes mosey on in, eating food, which is very rude. It is very rude. And she didn't apologize to any of the ladies. And I feel like she should have apologized to all of the ladies, including Cynthia, because this is her night. Well, she says she was late because the glam, the woman that was doing the glam was 30 minutes late. So it put her behind. But she still should have apologized to Cynthia, especially because that's supposed to be her real friend. Her real friend. Rewinding back on the plane, there's a big blow up picture of Brooklyn and them cutting the umbilical cord because she's going through so much, and she vouches for Kenya to get the master suite. I don't think anyone was surprised. Okay. So Kyle is uncomfortable with the awards, prettiest, sexiest, smartest, shadiest, pettiest. She's uncomfortable with that. She's uncomfortable with the prettiest. Kyle, you're a beautiful woman. I get it. It's high school games, but it's a game. You're shooting a reality show. She's uncomfortable. And when it comes up, when Kenya arrives, Kenya's like, yeah, she co-signs what Kyle says. So Cynthia feels like, girl, you're supposed to have my back. You're supposed to be my friend. We do this all the time in Atlanta. But Kenya brings up a good point. She's like, that's okay for Atlanta, but these girls might be a little bit different. So I have to give to Cynthia. A lot of people do not like Cynthia. You call Cynthia boring. But in the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, the facial expressions that Cynthia gives, Cynthia, do you forgive me? I'm sorry. Are we good? We're good. Damn, Cynthia. Cynthia. Don't do this, girl. Don't do the TikTok chat. Remember TikTok? TikTok had me rolling last night, a couple of hours ago. The way that they were going in on Cynthia, girl, you better stop. Stop it. $50 Cent came out, y'all. We joke about 50 Cent. She dressed up as 50 Cent for her 50th. And everyone's like, wow, she really looks like a man. But the 50 Cent, the other alter ego, came out. Like, it read all over her face. But remember, she's a model. She knows how to give you different moods in her face. She gave Kyle the business in that. And poor Kyle, I really felt like Kyle genuinely was sorry. Like, she didn't want to ruin her night. But 50 Cent was not hearing it. Cynthia was like, mm-hmm. Why was that potato salad nasty? Kenya really shaded that potato salad. She is the shade assassin. She is. How is she gonna shade her like that? If you don't get off this other camera. Oh my goodness, I can't. Now I'm trying to think if Nene was here, I think it would have been the same thing. I think Cynthia would have been in her feelings because Nene's going to be getting along with these other girls. Nene's not going to have her back. Well, fast forward to episode 3. Let's move to episode 3 because I do want to give you guys an opportunity to call in. We have almost 800 people watching. Be sure to like this video. Let's get to 300 likes, and then I will drop the call-in link because I do want to hear what you guys have to say. Lacey, thank you so much for the super chat. King of camera angle. Oh, stay tuned. I might get a third one. What is going on? What is going on? I'm loving Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, aka Real Housewives All Stars. Guys, if you're watching the replay of this, I want to know your favorite moments. Do you agree with Cynthia or do you agree with Kenya? We'll get into what Kenya says on why she's being this way during the trip. Some of you say, well, this is Cynthia's karma. She was never a good friend to Nene. I don't know if I agree with that, but we can have that conversation. Omar says Cynthia came with that rat-a-tat-tat like Wendy said to Candace in her face. It was the face that Cynthia was giving that made me really laugh my ass off. I was like, she really is mad. But again, she's a Pisces. She's a Pisces. For those that are wondering, we are talking about the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, which is available on the Peacock app. The first episode's available for free. And the second episode and the third episode, if you upgrade to premium, you can watch them now. I believe those will become available for free next week. Officially, it's supposed to be premiering tomorrow. So international fans, probably all those other platforms that you watch Bravo on, it will be available after the 18th. No official word, but once I hear official word, I'll let you guys know. Danny says, get off Pisces Kempire. I love Pisces women. I normally love Pisces women, and I love Cynthia. I love Pisces women. Pisces men, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. Don't turn your back. Oh, do you think so? Luann is still in love with Tom. She really doesn't talk about her other ex 17-year relationship. I think with the Count, by the end of the relationship, you know, if you've been in a relationship so long, by the end of it, it's like you really wore that relationship out. I think that's what it is. I get where she's coming from with that because, well, Luann's a Taurus like me, surprisingly. That's why you got to know your moon and your rising signs because Taurus is not all the same. But I get where she's coming from with this because it was so fresh. I think that's why. And there really wasn't any sort of, they didn't wear this relationship out. It was like sort of fast and over really fast. And I've been in relationships like that. Twan Don, thank you so much for the super chat. Team Pisces. Oh my God, you're a Pisces man. Oh, damn. Thank you for the super chat. No shade. Like I said, depending on your moon and your rising, it could make a big difference. All right. Let's move on to episode 3. So Cynthia's still mad. Cynthia wakes up mad. Cynthia got her camera and she's taking, I don't understand what's happening. Is Cynthia the only one doing the personal cam? Is she the only one doing it? It feels like she's the only one doing the personal cam. Is she doing this for her own records? What is she doing? Look, this is Cynthia. I can't believe Kyle. I can't stand Kyle. That damn girl. Kenya's supposed to have my back. This damn Kenya. After I did all I did for her to get the master, I'm a good friend. This is like my own confessional, y'all. These people don't like me. They're just here watching me, but they don't like me. This is like the confessional. This is a mess. This is a straight up mess. I am so sorry, y'all. And I got a headache. Don't give me technology. Please. This is a mess. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to our Team Kempire Royal Court members. You guys are supporting the channel so we can add additional technology, lighting, camera switches, things like that. Theo's, oh, wait, hold on. Where did it go? Theo said, Kempire, what's good, Nikki voice? I can't. Brandy says, I like that. That was cute. You guys are too funny. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, Tracy. Tracy, I didn't know you were a Taurus too. Shout out to all my Tauruses. People don't like us, but they're wrong. Let's get back into this recap. We're talking about the Real Housewives All-Stars. I'm loving it. I'm straight shooter, y'all. You know, if I didn't like it, you know I come for Andy all the time. Rightfully so. But Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, available on Peacock right now, is good. It's good. I'm going to continue to talk about it. I will talk about Portia and the R. Kelly situation in a separate video. That's a whole other thing. I'm going to watch Portia's Real Housewives of Atlanta presents Portia's Family Matters. She has a new book coming out, so of course these stories are coming out. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to watch the first couple of episodes and see how it is. But Portia, you got a lot to live up to. Real Housewives All-Stars is bringing it. So episode 3, Cynthia is still mad. Cynthia's on her personal cam. I can't believe they ruined my Bailey Q. I worked so hard on this Bailey Q. And Kyle, after I opened up to Kyle was turning on me. And Kenya's supposed to have my back. That's supposed to be my sister. What happened to loyalty? Cynthia. The way you guys, when I was on TikTok watching this, the way you guys went in on Cynthia, like, Cynthia, grow up, get over it. So Luann comes in and they have a conversation. So she says, she says to Luann, she just felt hurt. She really tried to be there for Kenya. So she says she's going to have a conversation with Kenya. So she goes out, she goes to have some of her potato salad that should have been left in Atlanta. Kyle comes. I really feel for Kyle because Kyle, I really feel genuinely feels bad. She feels bad. I'm sorry. Can we just get a camera angle of, okay, Kyle apologizes. Cynthia, I wanted to come to you one-on-one, but I wasn't sure if I was trying to give you your space. And Cynthia, and like, I just want to make sure we're in a good space. Cynthia's, yeah, we're good. Cynthia. Cynthia's still mad. But I thought she would have gotten over it, at least when it comes to Kyle. But she doesn't. She doesn't. Sidebar, of course, Kenya's still going through her divorce. Kenya was dealing with her divorce. She had a court date while she was in the Turks and Caicos. And she says that her court date was on YouTube. I said, where? Did I miss it? Why wasn't I invited? Because you know I would have been in that courtroom like this. Yes, Your Honor. I just want to understand what's going on here. I just want clarification on, this is for Kenya Summermore? No, I'm not here to represent Kenya Summermore. I'm just here to get the details. She says, as you know, I've been following the whole Kenya divorce. She adamantly, now we understand why, because she says it was on YouTube. I was like, really? Well, she's adamant. She doesn't want people to know her finances. She doesn't want people to know about the personal aspects of this divorce, which, sidebar, she's on a reality show, but I guess she wants a controlled environment in regards to this information. All the information that we're getting from this divorce is coming out like a month later. So it's interesting to see her get really upset. She gets really upset, but you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do, right? Cynthia sees that Kenya's upset about the divorce proceedings and it being exposed. This is Cynthia in her confessional. Well, I see that you're mad, but I'm mad too. I guess we're gonna be mad together. Cynthia is so petty. Cynthia is so petty. Cynthia, your Bailey Q being ruined and what Kenya's going through with her divorce. And I know a lot of people have feelings about Kenya, but she's really going through a divorce and a custody battle. Those are two different things. Those are two different things. I'm starting to think that Cynthia is only doing things for the glory of it. Like, I was there for her. I said, get her, give her the master. I did all that stuff for her, and she did not wait 2 days before she brought that up. Just saying. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Hold on. Oh, wait a second. I missed the super chat. Hold on. Thank you so much, Twan the Don the Pisces. Shimmy! I'm Team Twirl. However, Kenya was wrong. She could have backed Cynthia up on the game. I'll call in and give my reason. Okay, Twan the Don. And I'm going to post the link in a second. Matter of fact, I'm going to post the link backstage first. So let me post the link backstage first. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me go backstage and post the link to. So if you are a member of the channel, TheKempire.com, so you can become a member. I'm going to post the backstage link there. So the backstage link. And let me just get the link. Guys, if you're just joining, we are recapping the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. All 3 episodes are now available on Peacock. The first one is free. The other 2 episodes probably will end up being free by next week. But right now, in order to watch them, you have to upgrade to at least premium. Okay, and that's $4.99. If you have Comcast Xfinity, then you can watch all 3 episodes. Okay, so let me just post this link for our Team Kempire members. And that's not even a perk that's included. I just added that. That's like a little bonus perk to being a member of the channel. But I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. So I posted the backstage link so you guys can call in. Where are we with the likes? Hold on. Let me just go back here. And then I will All right, we're already. Oh no, we need to get to 300 likes, y'all. Let's get to 300 likes. Cynthia has disliked the video and probably might kill because they're probably together. And she was like, dislike the video. Cynthia, I've been defending you. Twan Don defended you. Did I defend her? I didn't. Okay. But I can see why Cynthia was hurt because this is the one person that you consider a real friend. A lot of these housewives aren't friends, but Cynthia and Kenya are real friends. So much so that her little girl calls Cynthia Auntie Cynthia, and she gets excited to talk to Auntie Cynthia. Okay? Forever T said, no, you didn't. Wait a second. Forever T, come here. Come here. Shh. She doesn't need to know that. Me and you know what we said. She don't need to dislike the video, though. Hey, Cynthia. That's where we're going to go. When we need to have side conversations, that's where we're going to go. Oh, thank you so much, IA. If you live in the UK, you can watch all 3 episodes on HeyYou. Yesterday, they weren't available. I'm guessing today they became available on HeyYou. So shout out to our international fans, supporters, watchers, channel members. Now it's available on HeyYou. And that's how I watched Housewives while I was traveling for 3 weeks. That's how I watched the Housewives shows. So thank you again, IA, for giving us that information. Mike is with Giselle. Why do y'all keep seeing y'all say that? Stop saying that. Tracy. I'm so glad I added it. I'm having fun with it. Thank you so much, Mama Ali. We are at 300 likes. Let me post the call-in link. Again, members, the call-in link is backstage on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. So if you're a member of the channel, you can get the link right now before I post it to the public. Just giving you an update. Okay. Oh, I know why you guys are. Hold on. Why is this doing that? Hold on, y'all. There we go. And let me save this here. Let me pin it. All right. All right. Hold on. It's not on Canada version of HeyYou yet, but comes out on Slice on the 21st. Thank you all for all the information. For those that do want to watch the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, it's not on the Canada version of HeyYou yet, but comes out on Slice on the 21st. So in the UK, you guys can watch it on HeyYou, but you can't watch it on the Canada version. All right. All right, let me get back into this. Those that are backstage, stay where you are. I will get to you in just a second. If you're just joining us, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. I'm in. I'm full in. Real Housewives All-Stars is like a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. So, of course, we were just talking about Kenya, talking about the divorce. Then Luann brings up Bolo. It's like they're talking about everything. Every monumental moment of Housewives is coming up in the first 3 episodes. She talks about Bolo and him putting his Bolo in a cantaloupe and the cantaloupe exploding. Ew. Luann continues to flirt with Michael. Michael's cute. I'm telling you, when Michael started talking the French, I said, oh. Michael's cute. I wish Michael didn't have to wear a mask in the entire episode, though. He's the only one I feel like that shouldn't have to wear a mask. I'm sure he's tested daily. Can we just see Michael's face? They were so shady when they posted pictures of Michael, probably from his Instagram. And he's a cutie, but he's also married. I don't know for how much longer. But can we talk? Michael's cute though, right? Well, Luann's flirting like hell with him. She's getting naked in front of him. She's doing it on purpose. She's flashing the ladies, but she really wants to flash him. At one point during the episode, she flashes him. That's inappropriate, Luann. You've taken it too far. He is a married man, and you just flashed him. That's not flirting. That's inappropriate. And I'm not even a stick in the mud. But if that was my husband, I'd be like, Roll up my sleeves. I know I say, can we talk a lot? Shout out to Joan Rivers. She used to say that a lot in her comedy. May she rest in peace. I used to love me some Joan Rivers. And maybe she's around. That's why I've been using it a lot lately. Can we talk though? Oh, every time we go to that cam, it's gonna be a can we talk moment. All right? It's gonna be a can we talk moment. Yes. Wait. Can I use this, Tiffany? I'm here for the Kempfessional. Oh my goodness. Can we talk though? We will get back to that. We have a lot of people backstage. I want to get to the callers. All right. I'm okay, just a couple of things before I take the callers next. Teresa and Melissa go at it. Teresa and Melissa go at it because the fight of how did Melissa get on the show? Well, if you read Not All Diamonds and Rose, the producers and people talk about how Melissa and Joe are desperate to be on the show. Even Teresa's cousin, you remember Kathy Wakili? She talks about how the reason why they're not friends with the Gorgas anymore is because they just want to be on the show. They will do anything to stay on the show. Well, Teresa and Melissa have always fought over how she got on the show. Was it Melissa in the DMs of Andy Cohen? According to Andy Cohen, according to Teresa, Andy Cohen says, she's in my DMs. She's hitting me up all the time. Then all of you were saying, well, maybe it's Andy Cohen trying to play them against each other. Maybe. But we wouldn't have had those really special years, dark years too, though. There were some dark years on New Jersey, but there were also some really great moments. Star, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm gonna shimmy. This should be the shimmy cam. Hold on. This is gonna be the Kempire fashion. This is the Kempire confessional, and this should be the shimmy cam. Shimmy. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm right. All right, let me focus. Thank you, Star, for the super chat. She said Michael needs the mask to protect him from Luann. She's tougher than Ghost. Oh my gosh, you're right. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Oh my goodness. All right, let me focus because there are quite a few people backstage. So they fight over that. I believe Teresa. I believe Andy Cohen. Melissa and Joe do anything to be on this show. I believe it. But they've made peace with it. They're like, we're never going to agree on this. We're just going to let it go. Teresa doesn't like Melissa. I think Melissa wants to have a relationship with Teresa, but they don't like each other. They don't. Melissa, calling the astrologer Corella DeVille like it was a compliment. This was Corella the astrologer. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I don't know about this astrology. Y'all know I love a good astrologer. You know I love my crystals. We talk about your sun signs, your moon signs, your rising signs all the time. I don't know about this past life lady. Okay, I've done past life regression before. I don't know about this lady when she told Kenya, "Oh, you're supposed to be a shaman." Kenya looked at her like Kenya was not believing anything this lady was saying. All of them were royalty. Kenya was like, "Well, there's only two ladies here that have had that are royalty, and that's Luann, the Countess, and me, Miss USA, former Miss USA." But here's the thing: I took her telling Kenya that in this lifetime she's supposed to be a shaman. We think of shamans as this, a witch or a witch doctor. No, they're healers. So Kenya's purpose in life is to be a healer in this lifetime. Kenya was not hearing it. I like the fact that every night they have a different thing, but Kenya interrupting Cynthia already has been through it. She's through with Kyle, and then now she's through with Kenya. Kenya interrupted her 7 times. And the thing is, I think with Cynthia, because we talk about Cynthia, she hears your comments, and you all are saying that she's a pushover, blah, 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 blah. And Cynthia's like, she doesn't want to come across as a pushover. But I really felt like, Kenya, you're being mean. You're being mean. Let the woman speak. Let the woman speak. And she wouldn't let her speak. Y'all are so bad. So who's Kenya healing though? And Tracy says, so a healer like Mary. Y'all are so bad. Thank you. Angelica Stern says, shaman equals spiritual person, healer, seer. All right. That's what she's supposed to do in this life. Doesn't mean what you're supposed to do, you end up doing. That's why sometimes you end up coming back repeating the same stuff because you didn't do it in the previous life. Camila says, Kenya is always mean to 50 Cent. All right. All right. Healing by reading. I'm so I get there's it's very few shows that I really laughed. If you were watching with us on TikTok, you saw when I was laughing and just losing it watching this show. It is so good. I can see myself watching this again from beginning to end. It's so good. You're welcome, Bravo. You're welcome, Peacock. If you get a bunch of new subscribers, I'm not getting paid by them, y'all. Trust and believe I am not. Because you know I'm a straight shooter. Pow, 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 pow. All right, let me get to the callers. Thank you to everyone that's called in. We're going to, callers, keep it brief, short. Once you're done, hang up so more people can come in. We have almost 1,000 people watching our recap of the Real Housewives All-Stars, a.k.a. Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel because you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. If you missed out on the videos that I posted earlier today, be sure to check those out. Got some good news for Jessica Simpson and some bad news for former co-host of The View, Jedediah Bila. But a lot of you have strong opinions about what happened when she stopped by The View. Be sure to check out those videos as well. All right. Wait, commercial break. Commercial break. Don't forget the holidays right around the corner. Get your coldest water bottle today. Use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off of your coldest water bottle. Comes in multiple sizes, multiple colors. And as I said, the holidays are right around the corner. For more information, check out the description of this video. All right, let me get to the callers. Hold on. I got to change the background because I wanted to feel very Caribbean. I needed to. Oh wait, I had a little Caribbean background, but I want to do a different video. Hold on, y'all. Let me put the Caribbean. Where's my? Oh, here it is. All right, there we go. The Caribbean background. Let me do that. All right, Mocha Rain. I'm gonna bring Mocha. Aren't you from Australia? What's going on, Mocha Rain?
Hi, Kempire.
How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm from Australia. It's probably it's like 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Have you been able to watch the Real Housewives All
Yeah, we
Stars?
have it on Hey You in Australia. It just came up last night, so I binge watched it.
Ooh, okay. What are some of the standout moments for you?
Okay, so um oh, like Ramona, she is so infuriating like to watch.
No.
Like and so childish about the whole bed thing. Like I don't
Always.
know because I'm broke, but like I would be happy with any bedroom. Like you're sleeping in it. Like you're not living in the room the whole time you're on vacation, right? So like does it really matter?
It doesn't. But you know,
And
Ramona.
yeah, and like because she's senior, like why? Cuz you're old or cuz you think you're like one of the people who made the Real Housewives? Like come on now.
She really
That's
believes
a lame excuse. Like, if it was me, if you're senior, you should be staying down the bottom because getting up those stairs probably be hard.
that.
Like, sorry, but like, if that's how you want to act,
That's a good
and
point.
then, and then, like, I think I kind of got to like Teresa and Kenya in these 3 episodes because normally I'm not a fan of theirs, but I felt like they opened up a bit more.
Yeah.
Like hearing that Teresa like finally said genuinely, I resent that time I was in prison because of my husband, and I missed that time with my mum. Like I know she said it before, but this time it just sounded more genuine and like that was the straw that broke the camel's back for her relationship with Joe.
Yeah.
And you could hear that in her voice, like, I never wanted this to happen.
Yeah.
And the situation sucked, but I missed that time with my mum. And then obviously that time with her dad was short lived as well.
So sad.
And her and the girls and Joe have all been through a lot. But like she said, even with her and Melissa, like, she doesn't want to fight with Joe anymore because that's all she's got.
Yeah.
Which it's nice to hear that, like, because like it's not. I personally, I don't think it's fun watching her and Melissa always fighting. Like you think they should stand together because they are family.
Yeah.
And
they
when
have
they
kids.
yeah, and when they fight, like it's got to be awfully hard for Joe and the kids on both sides.
Yeah. Especially because the kids are getting older too.
Yeah, like, and they're all old enough to know and understand what's happening.
Yep.
So, like, I thought that was a really genuine moment. I think we're seeing a bit more of the real Kenya, like how she was with Melissa and Kyle.
Yep.
But you can see that she is a chameleon.
The whole
Because
explain.
how she said to Cynthia, well, our, like, doing a Bailey Q in Atlanta is fine because of the group of women we're in. But doing it here doesn't really make sense, which I get.
No.
But like she seemed to be like, oh, I don't want to say white, but you know how as a colored person, like you have your white self and you have like yourself that's with your family and your friends.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so she kind of, to me, it was kind of like that. Like she toned it down a little bit because she's with this new group of ladies. She's trying to find out who they are and where she fits in. And I thought that was nice. But I will say, if someone was an hour late to what I'm doing, like I'd be eating in the first 20 minutes. I'm not sitting there for a whole hour waiting for you.
Me
Sorry.
either.
How important are you to my life if you're going to be a whole hour late? If you're my real friend, you'll be there. Or you'll send me a text and say, look, I'm running an hour late.
Yeah. I just want
Like,
to
I
point
thought
this
that
out.
was rude.
Here in the States, Adrian, thank you for the terminology. Here in the States, we call what you were trying to say, Mocha, code switching in America.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Everyone.
because in Australia, we just go, oh, you've been your white self. So,
Yeah.
like, but Australians are very lazy with our terminology. That's that's so fair. But yeah, I thought like that was rude, and not even to apologize for being late. And like she said, to go and grab a plate of food when everyone's waited an hour for you.
Our blood sugar,
Oh,
Mocha. Our blood sugar.
nah, my blood sugar would have went down too, so I would have got up and grabbed a plate. I wouldn't have cared to
Our
wait.
blood sugars. I'm giving y'all a heads up.
So like, yeah, and I thought like Cynthia holding on to like just go say if that's your friend, just say something. Pull her aside at the dinner and say to her like, I didn't appreciate you were late. Don't hold it for like what I guess we're seeing it like as in a day or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like that's a long time to hold something in. Like just say it if that's your friend. Say you're annoyed that she was late and that be it. Because like I'm with you. I think Kyle was genuinely like sorry,
Yeah. I
but she
think
didn't
so.
have to apologize the whole time. Like once is good enough. Like
Yeah,
if
I don't
someone
care
doesn't
if
want
you
to take your
apologize to the
apology,
child. I
yeah,
think
if
Kyle felt
someone
bad.
yeah, to me, if someone doesn't want to take your apology, that's their issue. Like, you said you were sorry. You explained why you felt uncomfortable, which is fair enough for Kyle. She has 4 daughters.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to say one's prettier than the other or whatever else.
Yeah.
So that's fair enough. But, like, yeah, and I liked seeing, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but, like, Luann without the drink, find her so much more enjoyable.
But do you
Like,
remember Luann with the drink in the early years?
she was fun. Like, the whole falling over in
I mean, I hate
Mexico
to
and
say it,
everything.
but
But
can we
she's
all?
still like, I still feel like she's fun because there's just something about Luann. Like, even though I'm not into her whole cabaret thing
Who is?
and how she like craps on about it, but like I think Luann's like a really fun person even without drinking.
Mm,
So like seeing her get into that and like how she's trying to befriend everyone and take everyone into consideration is really nice too.
yeah.
But I just, for me, like throughout the season, I really hope to see like Melissa and Teresa get a little bit closer. Like they're not going to be best friends
Never.
because like it's clear they've like Teresa never liked her.
It's
She's
still
obviously
gushing.
just one of those. Yeah, she's obviously one of those sister-in-laws like Teresa just never wanted. But to for them to get along a bit better, I think that's just going to make the kids' relationship and their relationship with Joe a lot better because, like she said, they've only got each other.
Yeah.
And when you have a small family, you do have to be quick to apologize because
Mhm.
that's all you have. So, like, yeah, I thought it was really good, and like, I'm interested to see what's coming up next, and It makes me interested to see the next one at the Berkshires
Right? I'm like
because, like,
super excited.
that's going to be epic.
I'm super excited, especially because we've heard rumors of things that went down, and we already know how Dorinda can be. And she's
Yeah,
hoping, she's trying to make it nice.
exactly. And like, from what something I heard, Dorinda said on like Windy that apparently Phaedra stayed in the fish room. So I want to hear all about that because Phaedra's shade for that would be incredible, I think.
But we hear they get along super well. So much so.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be quite interesting. But yeah, I think if this is the way that Housewives might be going, I think it's going to be a big change up to the franchise and it could be interesting because you can put so many of the different franchises and women into different groups for set periods of time.
Yes,
And
without a doubt.
it's going to be very interesting to see how everyone works with each other. And like, I found this way more interesting to watch than a lot of the last few seasons of Housewives.
Agreed.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So,
I
thank
appreciate
you,
you
Kempire.
calling in all the way from Australia, and it's early. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. All right. Guys, I'm gonna take some more callers. Guys, as soon as you're done, just hang up so we can let more people in. If you're just joining us, we have almost 1,000 people watching. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you love Housewives as much as I do. Don't forget, you're not just getting Housewives or reality TV news here. You're getting everything in pop culture. So be sure to check out everything that you missed, including news on Travis Scott, news on The View, and most recently, a story about Jessica Simpson regaining control of her billion-dollar company. So be sure to check out those videos as well. All right, Nikolai's backstage. What's going on, Nikolai? Uh-oh.
Hello.
Yes. Nikolai? Oh, Nikolai? I don't think you can hear us.
Oh,
Nikolai,
I
call
can
back.
hear you now.
Oh,
You keep cutting in and out. Like your stream is like freezing for me for some reason. What's up, Kempire? How are you today?
oh, well, how are you?
I'm doing good. Did Cynthia bring a Five Below Ring camera and set up in the living room? It was so awkward. Like, literally, though, is she like in a common room doing those confessionals?
She's in her own room doing that.
Oh, her room is big, dude. She got a nice room. Looks like she got a living room and everything. Which also is a point. They're like really mad about their rooms, but for me personally, I would be more concerned about having a good bathroom so I could have space to relax and get ready. Because
Oh,
poor Kyle, her husband, set up the whole trip and
uh-oh.
they're in a bunk bed. Like, what the hell is wrong with these people? And then another thing, I was thinking that should be your sidebar cam, like your cam we talk cam is a good option too.
Okay.
That's all. I'm gonna go catch the other two episodes now. I didn't catch them last night before I went to bed.
There's a lot to catch up on then, Nikolai. Call back because we're going to continue to talk about this.
For sure. Have a good day.
You too. All right. Guys, I'm going to bring up April next. What's going on, April? Hey.
Hi, Kempire.
How are you?
Good. How are you? I was not yelling at you yesterday when I told you the concierge was married. Okay. I just needed you to see the comments.
I appreciate that. Yeah, if you missed our recap yesterday, April was very emphatic. She wanted me to understand that Michael is married. And then I watched, I saw that he was married, but that did not stop Luann from showing him her breast multiple times.
Right. Oh, I do have a couple of points that I want to say. Okay, I do want to say that I love all 3 episodes. I am loving the girls trip. I am loving how it's filmed. The way they're doing the confessionals. Like, I really think they should incorporate that because I really want to see kind of how the housewives are feeling in the moment or after the scene is shot.
Yeah.
So I really liked how they kind of filmed the confessionals right in the moment.
Yes.
I also like,
Remember The Real World?
Yes. I am a real world. Yes. I was there from the beginning. Yes. Yes. Also, I'm loving how Kenya is actually getting along with everybody. I appreciate this kind of side of her because I'm kind of over the, Kenya's a villain. She understands the assignment. I just kind of like Kenya just being how she is on this show. I'm really loving how she is on this show.
The Kenya that so many people say off camera that she is. And she even talks about that in the last episode when she's, talking about her fight with Cynthia. She's like, she's getting along with everyone else. And I think Cynthia's not used to Kenya being popular with everyone else. She's used to everyone hating her and her being the intermediary. There we go. She's to that. And Kenya is actually getting along with everyone.
Yes, I do believe that Cynthia, she thought that Kenya was kind of going to be the same Kenya on Atlanta, and she didn't come off that way. And I think that kind of took Cynthia by surprise. Yeah. I honestly think that. And also one more point, I never really watched the other Housewives shows, but I'm really kind of enjoying getting to know everybody's kind of story and kind of getting flashbacks to, maybe what made them famous or, what made them become an all-star, per se, to be on this show. So I kind of like that side of this. So I just want to say,
specifically, like anyone's story that stood out to you the most?
Not yet, but I do like Melissa and Kenya's relationship.
Okay.
I do like that. Before I even saw the show, I actually thought that Kenya, I was kind of guessing, and I kind of guessed that maybe she would be getting along with Melissa. So I'm glad that I was kind of right, in that aspect. But yeah, I think Melissa, I'm kind of enjoying. But I'm kind of enjoying everybody. I don't like Ramona, but hey.
I think that's a consensus.
Yeah, But overall, I think Bravo should keep doing this. This is a great concept that they have going. They should really keep doing this.
Well, sidebar, we have to give shout out to the fans. The fans have been asking for this for years.
Yes.
They just decided, okay, we're going to put some money behind it and do it.
Yes, they need to keep doing it. Keep doing it, Bravo.
April, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. I'm a first-time caller.
Hey! After yelling at me.
I wasn't. Bye.
Bye. Guys, if you're just joining us, of course, we are live talking about the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. And if you're watching the replay of this, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section on anything, any part that stood out to you. And don't forget to subscribe to my podcast, Kempire Radio, available on all major podcast platforms, because when I record my episode this week, I'm going to talk all about this, but in a very different way. And I might drop some tea on some other topics. So be sure to subscribe, Kempire Radio, on all major podcast platforms. Nawal, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Nawal?
Hey, Kempire. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm obsessed with these 3 episodes. I would have to say I really love Luann, Kenya, and Melissa. I feel like they really brought the energy. I don't know, but I feel like Melissa and Kenya have a little something. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I think
I thought the same thing, but I was like, girls like to love on girls. Everyone.
They're a little touchy in my opinion. But I really love the fact that Teresa got to tell her story in a more deeper way.
Yeah.
But I feel like in a way Teresa is kind of checked out. I don't know if you guys sense that. He doesn't seem as engaged.
Maybe she's missing Louis.
Huh?
Maybe she's missing Louis.
Maybe, but I don't know. I just felt like we kind of sensed like a little dark side. But yeah, she was not feeling.
Are you saying that you think that maybe she's depressed?
In a way, like though, like you see her and Louis and they seem happy. I feel like there's an other side to her that she kind of didn't reconcile.
Oh,
But like I kind of saw that through the screen. But I love Teresa. I think she's a sweetheart. Like you can tell that she's a very sweet woman. But I just feel like her and Melissa, like she is not feeling her at all.
ever.
And I kind of laugh when Melissa tries to like spark a conversation with her. It's like, ugh. I think they need to put an end to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they forced them to be together. I think they should have been separate so they both don't have to worry about each other. And
Mm,
maybe they're in their head a bit about it. So, yeah, but all in all, I love the show. I think they should continue with this. But
yeah.
thank you so much. This is my first time calling.
And thank you for calling in, Noel.
Thank
Where,
you.
Noel, where are you calling from?
Toronto.
Toronto. I love it. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Bye. All right. Woo. Hold on one second, Amy. Let me just get to the super chat. Thank you so much, Tracy, for the super chat. Do we like this version of Housewives because it's not as dark and heavy as the current franchises? Very good point, Tracy. Very good point. I think so, especially this whole Caribbean vibe. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the Caribbean vibe. I'm feeling it's very light. And remember, they're on vacation. So they're not going to really, they're talking about their past, but they're not, there is no deep, dark past amongst the ladies. They're not trying to take each other down. And I think over the years, some of the cities have really leaned into that darkness. And I kind of want us to kind of move away from that. And I think part of the reason people turned off Roni was because we were talking about Black Lives Matter, because we were talking about race. People were uncomfortable with that, and they want Housewives to be their escape. But you already know how I feel on that. We say we want reality TV. I think we can do both. I think we can be entertained, but I also think we can talk about serious issues. We've done it before. We've done it before. Look how we're doing it right now with All Stars. They're still talking about their issues and things that they've gone through, but we're at a really fabulous vacation. Thank you, Tracy, for the super chat. Appreciate you supporting the channel always. And my Taurus sister, I didn't even realize. Okay, Amy, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Amy?
Hey, how you
Girl.
guys doing?
What's going on?
Okay. I have never, and this is so sad to say, this is Amy J from DMV. I have never watched any of the other Housewives. I've only watched a little bit of New Jersey. I watched Potomac in Atlanta. So watching it, I liked it. I don't know a lot about Ramona, but I've heard about her. I was cracking up. I was like, this is so good.
Well, guess what, Amy? You know what you got to do? You got to watch the early seasons of Roni.
Okay. I don't know. I just can't dedicate the time right now. So
I know, but it's so worth it.
I know. So, I mean, I was cracking up with Ramona. I know people don't like her, but I just thought that she's like funny. I just think she's crazy. It was like, girl, stop. I would say I was surprised at Cynthia because this is the girls I watch. She was just, I think she came in there with this pack with I'm about to call her Portia. Sorry, that's Ramona. She came in there with this pack with Kenya to, I guess, make sure they have more screen. I don't know what it was, but she was so in her feelings. I was like, is that my daughter's a Pisces and she is like extra.
I'm joking.
My daughter is extra moody, but I'm just kind of like, I just don't understand why she was so mad to the extreme of like 2 days. Like she had the dinner, woke up the next morning, and was like, I'm mad. I'm still mad about my macaroni and cheese. I was laughing.
But why was it really good for us? Because I'm telling you, I think everyone's reaction to Cynthia still being mad made me laugh more.
I know, because she woke up the next morning and was still mad. We need to talk. I was like, yeah, I do think Kenya is being a little shifty, but I feel like she's in a new environment and she's trying to build connections. I don't know if they feel like it's only going to be one shot deal or something, but Kenya's moving strategically like she's always done. And I've loved it. But I think like Cynthia has never been on the end of her strategic movements because, you know, she's always kind of used Cynthia, but, you know, for the reason of getting on Nene's nerves, but they did build a friendship.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's used to that end, but I was cracking up at that. The other groups, okay, I like Teresa. I always felt like she was like, misunderstood because people used to be mad at her. But I really like Teresa. She's so funny. I think she's not funny, but she's so nice. I just like her.
Have you watched The Real Housewives of New Jersey?
A little bit of it when all the drama was going on, but I don't know all their stories. Like Luann, I didn't think I would like Luann because I've seen her stuff online and her drunkenness and stuff. So I was shocked that I liked her too. So I like Kyle, even though Kyle was being a little, I mean, I get it. It's not going to be like people telling each other they're ugly. But all I can think is they're scared of the wrath of Roa's reading. Because I think they all know Roa has the most legendary, like, read sessions. And we have Kenya Moore, the queen of it, well, outside of Phaedra, right?
Yep.
So I think they were like, I think she just was scared of getting into one of those battles. That's all I was thinking. Because, you know, all of them know about each other. So I think she just overdid it. But in my opinion, I was like, it would have never went that far because you guys are like lightweights when it comes to like the shade. No shade.
It's true.
So I'm like, I don't think they would have went that deep, but she did take it too far. But Cynthia's reaction kind of made it where she felt justified because look how mean she got. Cynthia's never been that mean to anybody.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this was another side of Cynthia we've never seen. I was here for it though.
That's 50 Cent.
I was like, whoa. It was like cold and ice.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why Kyle was afraid because she was like, I don't know if they're gonna make me like call me ugly and I can't handle if she tells me because they do read on Atlanta. But I was like, and this is what Kenya I think Kenya sensed because they're all kind of timid around each other. Everybody doesn't know what to think of each other. The only one who's like doesn't give a flying hell is that Ramona character. She's ready to go.
Ramona character.
I'm sorry, I don't know these people, but I'm about to tune in. Other than that, it was a good. I love this show. I think they should do another cast and put a mix up of people in there.
They already did season 2.
Who's in it? Look, I'm nosy.
Season 2 is going to be at Dorinda Medley's home. Dorinda from The Real Housewives of New York. Vicki Wilson's going to be in it. Phaedra is going to be in it.
Oh my
god! Eva the Diva is going to be in it. A bunch of former housewives are going to be. Brandy Glanville, a lot of them. Yeah, it's going to be.
Oh my god! I didn't know this.
They're going to be.
Sauce. I'm so excited.
It's going to be good. I'm already excited about season 2. We haven't even gotten through season 1.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy, for calling in.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, guys. All right, I'm going to take these last 3 callers because we've been live already an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm okay with it because I love talking about the Housewives. It's reinvigorated my love for this franchise. But guys, don't forget, here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, you don't just get reality TV recaps, you get everything in pop culture. So be sure to subscribe to the channel because you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. And be sure to check out everything that you missed already today. All right. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I did not watch them on Watch What Happens Live. I'm sure that was quite entertaining. I'll have to watch it after this. I literally watched all 3 episodes again on TikTok, right, y'all? Thank you so much for the flowers. Shout out to everyone that's watching on TikTok. Shout out to everyone that's watching on Twitch and Twitter and those that are watching on Facebook. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, The Kempire and Kempire Daily there. All right. Sheila, I'm going to bring you up. Sheila.
Hi.
Sheila had a great dinner last night. Sheila called today and told us all about it. What's going on, Sheila?
I did. Thank you so much. I figured since you asked, I would tell you. And I don't know that I've ever said that I'm from Miami. Because you like for people to say where they are and where they're from, etc. I've lived around the world, but I am originally from Miami, and I'm back in Miami now. Thank you. Oh, and I will be in New York City next week, but I will reach out to you about that.
What are you doing in New York City? Wait, first of all, Sheila, can you tell us what you do for a living? If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Well, I'm a former investment banker and venture capitalist, and now I own two companies. One is a lingerie company called Nudes, and the other one is Stunner. It's Stunner Couture that I reached out to you about,
Oh,
collaborating together.
yes.
Yes, that's my company.
Okay, Sheila. We will
Yes.
be in contact. We are working on our 12 days of Christmas, so we will be in contact.
I was
Sheila,
gonna
this
reach I
around
was
the
gonna
world.
reach out about it. I was gonna follow up. I sent you an email. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and in
look.
New York, I lived in New York for 8 years. I went to NYU.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
Sheila. We have some fabulous people that watch us. I love it. Look at Sheila. All right. I'm sorry, Sheila. I'm all in your business.
No,
But
no, it's okay. So I first wanted to send a little love out to Kyle, because she could have been a diva on this trip. It's her husband's property.
yeah.
Or I guess they're trying to sell it, or I don't know what the exact arrangement is. And they even show that, I think, in the first episode.
Yeah.
About him talking to her about taking the best room, and in the end she takes the worst
Works.
room with Melissa, and while they're fighting and bickering over it. um and also the way that she kept coming back to Cynthia to apologize, which personally I would not have done.
Yeah.
um but I think Cynthia was really mad at Kenya, and she was taking it out on Cynthia.
Mhm.
So, I just wanted to send a little love her way. I did understand her with the prettiest thing,
Yeah.
because does anyone remember Kyle's original face from the first season of Beverly Hills? Like, Kyle looks like a totally different person.
Yeah.
And I can imagine. Sorry?
A lot of them do.
Yes, yes. But growing up with her sisters and in the Hilton family, and when she brings up about them being blonde and blue-eyed and in the 1980s, I could imagine that she has a lot of complexes about beauty.
Yeah.
Um, but in any case, Kenya versus Cynthia. I like Kenya, as I said last night, but I thought she was very rude. You don't show up more than an hour late to a dinner, don't offer an apology to anyone, and then walk in with a plate. And then try and claim that it was low blood sugar and just like very dismissive. I didn't like that behavior, and I think she owed Cynthia and the rest of the group an authentic apology.
Right.
But for me, where Cynthia went wrong is that she attempted to cater too much to Kenya. I would not have held off my dinner or the game for somebody who shows up
Yeah.
an hour late.
Yeah.
And I think all of Cynthia's feelings, and even the anger the next day at breakfast.
That's
I
big.
think that, I mean, but she was giving all of the energy that she wanted to give towards Kenya. She was giving it towards Kyle. And even when they asked her at breakfast, and they mentioned about her being upset with Kenya, she said that she would talk to Kenya aside. And then when they got out on the beach, she said that she would talk to Kenya aside, because I think she sees Kenya as her real friend and her true friend.
Yeah.
I think she was in her feelings about the friendship that Kenya was developing
With a
with
bunch of ladies.
Melissa. Yeah, and then, just so that you know and watch What Happens Live, they asked them, did it change their friendship? And Cynthia, we saw 50 Cent last night during Watch What Happens Live as well, and she made it very clear it has changed their friendship. So she's
Wow.
not over it. Yeah, she's not over it. And Kenya was like, "Oh, well, we've talked about it a number of times." And I think Kenya doesn't see it as a big deal, but for Cynthia, it was a major thing. And then I think that Kenya, she shades even her friends on shows. She
Yeah.
may not do it in real life, but on these shows, because she even kind of went after Melissa about the whole Cruella thing, which I thought was hysterical when she
I was
suggested that
not.
Australia
That's
looked
not a
like
compliment.
it's not. It's not. And Melissa was so insistent about it. And I don't think that Kenya really likes when she feels that people say stupid or like uninformed things. And she really wants to point it out to them. Like that's, and she did, I forget what it was, but something happened last night on Watch What Happens Live where she does it again to Melissa. I just think that that's her way. And I was reading in the chat, you know, some of the people were saying now she's seeing the real Kenya. And I'm thinking, did they miss when she shaded
Right?
her about her wine business and that she didn't know anything about wine and made it like a whole issue? But I just think that she can't hold her tongue. I mean, the points that she was making, they're valid. You opened up a wine cellar, but you know nothing about wine.
Yeah. And she's
So I
opened.
didn't.
Look, in all fairness, Cynthia's opened multiple businesses. We've gone through the Yelp reviews, and you know the modeling agency is still open. Not sure how, but she's opened multiple. She's opened multiple businesses, and we're like, where are those businesses? I mean,
Yes.
they're technically still around, but
Yeah, so I just feel like she's throwing things at the wall to kind of see what sticks. And then I understand. I didn't like how Kenya was interrupting her at the dinner, but
yeah,
they were
I don't.
talking about Miss Universe and competing in pageants. And Kenya is the beauty queen sitting at the table. If anything, I think people should kind of allow her to kind of speak about it. And I understand that Cynthia was a judge, but I mean that doesn't mean really that you have knowledge about beauty pageants.
Yeah,
If they had been speaking about professional modeling, then that would be a different thing because no one can take that away from Cynthia. She
yeah.
was a supermodel.
And she didn't have to
She
interrupt her 7 times. She could have at least given her a moment to speak.
Oh, well, yes. I mean, Kenya was. I said she was rude. She was rude. I mean, the thing for me was really the dinner. And I think Cynthia had that dinner not happen and showing up late, not kind of taking her side, walking in with food when Cynthia had made the other women wait for Kenya. I don't think Cynthia would have been as bothered about her interrupting during that other dinner because Kenya interrupts her all the time.
It's
So, sorry.
it's just mounting on top of each other for Cynthia.
Yes, yes. And then I'm also looking forward to the second season that's in the Berkshires. The Australian woman, Mocha Rain, she mentioned the fish room with Phaedra.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to remind everyone that uh, what's her name? The one who owns the house in the Berkshires. Dorinda, yes, she remodeled the fish room.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's not, it was, I think her last season when she displayed like angry drunk behavior and they went up there. But that, I mean, it's true. It was very aggressive.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
very nasty, very aggressive.
put her on
That for
pause.
me was when Roni started to go down. And this last season, I couldn't even get through like the first 3 episodes. It was just, it was too negative. And I think it, for me, it wasn't just filming in New York. The entire world was on lockdown and going through a very difficult time. And then to have to watch such negativity and not have escapism, I think that kind of contributed to the downfall. Like if people could have seen this ultimate girls trip while we were all under such harsh and strict conditions, it would have been very, very nice.
Yeah.
Some levity.
Yeah. But you know what it is too? When they filmed this, it was far past, what we knew of what was going on with the pandemic. So they were able to do more at this point versus when they filmed Roni. That was at the height of the pandemic, and they didn't have as many tests, and you really couldn't go anywhere. So I think that also plays a role.
Yes.
But we shall see what next season will bring. We won't get a new season of Roni though until 2023.
Yeah, and I think they need to reboot the cast. Oh, that reminds me about Luann. I was ready for them to drop Luann as well. I'm rethinking that based on this girls' trip, but only if they're gonna take Ramona out. I think Sonia. I'm tired of her drunk antics as well. It's just repetitive at this point, and Ramona is just rude and inconsiderate, and she's been doing the same thing since season one. um and you can't consistently offend people and then think just because you say I'm sorry that all should just be forgiven. It's
Yeah,
like she learns nothing. And then the Leah girl, I agree with you, like that was just bad casting overall.
yeah.
It I don't get it. She was a total out of control drunk in the first season, and then she wants to lecture people about drinking and be like a Black Lives Matter expert in the second season. Like that, yeah, I
Leah's
so
fake woke anyway.
sorry.
I said Leah's fake woke anyway.
Yes, she is. And I think that's why Heather irritated her so much. And I'm not even a fan of Heather. Like I couldn't stand Heather. And I was like, oh my God. Like the two of them together, it was just like, please. I that's why I just stopped. I was like, I can't watch this. But
I'm hoping for the best. If the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip is a sign of things getting better for all of the cities, I'm hoping for the best. Sheila, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much.
thank you so much. And I will definitely be in touch through text.
Thank you so much.
Have a great evening.
You too. Speaking of text, guys, don't forget to join our texting community here. TextKempire.com, or you can text me at that phone number. Join our texting community. That way you can drop me tea. That's when I drop you tea. That's when I let you know when we're going live or if there's updates or any sort of breaking news. So join at TextKempire.com. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up with this last caller, B. I'm going to bring you up in just a second. I just want to remind you guys, we have almost 800 people watching. We almost, at the height of this, had almost 1,000 people watching. We appreciate you being here for our Real Housewives All-Stars recap. As long as this is filming, we are going to be talking about it. And if you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, B, it's your turn. Let's go. What's going on, B?
Awesome. How are you, Kempire?
How are you?
Good. Let's not forget that Cynthia is Miss Friend Contract. Like she is serious about her friendships. But I'm so surprised because I actually was on her side for most of this trip. I think that one thing I didn't see, and I joined late, I didn't know if you talked about, but I never saw that alleged conversation that happened between Kenya and Cynthia, where Kenya said that Cynthia said she was jealous that Kenya was making friends so easily and it was so hard for her. I didn't see that conversation happen. So when Kenya said that, repeated that to Melissa and Kyle, it seemed like there was motive behind it. Like she wanted her friend to look bad, like jealous of her, separate her from Cynthia, right? It kind of seemed like, and I've seen this repeatedly with Kenya and I've noticed it. And that's why I think I don't really care for her, because she does that. She says things to either make people look bad and her to look better, or just to put them on the spot. And I think that's not, to me, shady. Like, I don't think that's throwing shade. I think that's just like being a chess player, or like, I don't know if it's manipulative. Something about it doesn't sit well with me. But yeah, I thought that was so interesting because she was doing, to me, whatever she could to kind of distance herself from Cynthia, doing the side eyes across the dinner table to Kyle and throwing her under the bus when Cynthia wasn't around. But I think that's fair to assume, though, if you're going on a girls' trip and you don't know these ladies very well and you go in with who you would assume is one of your closest friends, as Cynthia they've called each other, I would assume that my friend would have my back or at least be there for me as I'm going through it. But it seems like that contract does not exist in what's her name, Kenya's mind at all. Kenya is there for herself. She knows how to take care of herself. She's going to be for herself in any kind of situation. So I feel bad for Cynthia, but I am curious also about that confessional, because why is Cynthia the only one? I think Kenya did one confessional. Why is Cynthia the only one?
Cynthia's the one. all in that confessional.
No one else has, besides that one time Kenya did the confessional, has gone to this confessional booth. So I'm just like, what is, and like, remember she was recording herself on her phone cam, and I'm just like, does she get different rules than everybody else? I don't even know. But it is interesting.
There.
Right? It is interesting though. And I don't hear the last few callers talk about how we think that Kenya is also the one who's texting the blogger and keeping the TMZ person informed, which she's been called out for doing that in the last, season. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's true. But I think one other thing I will note, that it's interesting to see how I see Kenya trying hard to make friends. I see Cynthia trying hard to get the other girls to like them. But I do like that it seems like Luann is kind of just going with the flow. She's not trying super hard to be liked. She's just kind of being there for people and kind of enjoying her trip. And I noticed the same too about Teresa. It doesn't seem like she's trying super hard to be in front of the camera or to make friends or go out of her way. She's just kind of staying true to herself, which I have a new respect for both of them. But it is interesting to see Kyle, because I feel like not only is this, have you noticed the camera quality last night was a little bit different? Like I noticed all sorts of suns, like everyone, I just noticed the camera quality was a little bit different as far as like the wrinkles were coming through, the sunspots. It was interesting.
I thought it was just, I was like, oh, maybe.
I just thought I actually kind of liked it because it made them feel more real to me, more grounded to me. These aren't like people who are like airbrushed to perfection. You know what I mean? These are people, like real people. I will say that Ramona, I think from last night's camera quality, I think Ramona's had the best work, which is so surprising. Yeah. And have you seen pictures of her recently where she looks like she's like a whole other ethnicity? And to me, she's morphing into like, I don't know. I noticed she's gotten more work done. I saw her too when she was the after show where Andy asked her, what do you think about, or someone asked her, what do you think about Giselle saying that she never wants to get to know you as a person? She thinks you're horrible and everything. And I didn't know that Giselle said that, but Ramona just responded like, well, she just wants camera time. Like, no, Giselle knows something that we don't know that I'm sure we'll find out soon. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it. And the last thing I was just saying was that I noticed Kyle is acting a lot differently on this cast too. And I think, I don't know. She's being more open about her relationship with Mauricio and how he's getting like the DMs and the explicit photos. And I appreciate that she's opening up a different side of herself in front of these ladies.
She's around different people. Different people will bring out different sides of you.
But do you think that she feels more comfortable around? I don't know if she doesn't look as comfortable like around them, but I feel like this is conversations I don't know if she would ever have with the people she has on the cast. Like, I don't know. I guess they're not really friends like that, maybe so, but it's interesting that she's never brought that up to, like, we don't see her talking to Dorit or Lisa Rinna or, Erica Jane about this.
Talk to those women with your personal business? Hell no.
Yeah, that's what it's so interesting though, because at one point she looks kind of like she's not kind of settled into these ladies yet, but at the same time we see her being more vulnerable, which speaks to me about the people who are invited on this trip. I have a new respect for all of these ladies. I'm not as excited to see the Berkshires vacation though, because we know Brandy's gonna be there. And while Ramona knows a little bit about time and place, like she has a little bit, like she has a slips of the tongue. Let's not forget that. Brandy is really malicious when it comes with the tongue. She's not worried about decorum. She's not worried about talking about offending someone based on their race or their class or their ethnicity. Like, she'll go way below the line. So I'm not looking forward to it.
But as we've seen with these ladies, certain people that we would have predicted to be one way turn out to be another in a different crowd.
That's true. I will give her the benefit of the doubt until then. But thanks. That's all I had to say. Kempire, have a good night.
You too. Thank you for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. And on that, y'all, my blood sugar is low. Thank you so much for tuning in. That is our Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip recap. If you're watching the replay of this, be sure to let me know your favorite parts. If you agreed with some of what I said or what some of the callers said, are you looking forward to season 2? Are you looking forward to more episodes? I believe we're going to get at least 8 episodes. I think. They haven't confirmed how many episodes, but they have released the first 3. It's available on the Peacock app. The first episode's available for free. If you have Comcast and Xfinity, then you can get all 3 episodes. According to our friends in the chat, if you have Hayu in the UK, and I believe Australia, you can also watch it on Hayu, all 3 episodes. Okay? BFL said, not the blood sugar. My blood sugar, yo. I gotta go eat something. No, I really should go eat something. I appreciate you all being here. And for those that were watching on my TikTok earlier, thank you for being there. We had a great time watching some stuff together. Be sure to follow me on TikTok. Everything is at TheKempire. Follow me on my IG and subscribe to my podcast, Kempire Radio. I'm going to talk more about this because I know I'm going to have different opinions, and I'm going to share things that I won't share here. Just saying. Kempire Radio on all major podcast platforms. And I appreciate my mods for being in the chat. And shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, head on over to teamkempire.com. Join our texting community, textkempire.com for more details. Let me get another side. Jesus, thank you so much for the super chat. I didn't get a chance to thank you for that. So thank you to everyone that sent in the super chat. Thank you to everyone that called in. And again, thank you to our moderators. Appreciate you. Oh, wait. Announce blood sugar issues in the confessional. Hold on. Blood sugar is low. Gotta go. Guys, I appreciate you so much. This was fun. A great conversation. Stay tuned for more updates in regards to Portia, and some other stuff. As always, you get nothing but pop culture news here. So if you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. And be sure to check out the other videos that I posted earlier today. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. Bye. Oh, wait. Let's play some music on the way out.